Good evening, YouTube. This is my confession. I'm Jeffrey Epstein. Pulls off my face. I'm actually Curtis Yarvin. Okay, so we're back on the internet. I know. It's been a long time. Gotta just make sure y'all know that I'm sponsored by Mighty Fine. Okay. So what has been up with me since I quit making those grandiose talking head videos? I had a whole little stint in the downtown of my home city. I met some interesting people. A lot of jack shit. A lot of jack shit is the answer. You know what kind of fucks with me? Let me grab this lighter. You know what really fucks with me is the fact that a lot of like the most valuable like parts of my life where I'm like learning the most, I'm making the least money. That shit's crazy. And it's really crazy because it's almost like I'm just gonna call them they. I'm gonna call them they because you know exactly who they are. They would rather the people who are like making more money and like getting by, but definitely not upper class, because like the skew is so far now that you'd be the people who are like getting by are poor, like by definition. Like getting by means poor, but getting by, depending on your life circumstances, could, like, let's say you have like 2 kids and a house and like a car and maybe one for your significant other or their car or whatever. That's like 70 grand is like you're as poor as me, who's making like $30? I don't know. Whatever 1,700 times 12 is. But shit, I don't like to edit these videos, and I'm like pausing and shit. Like, gotta catch y'all's attention. Anyway, the point I was on was that when I actually have time for me, because I'm not working and I'm not making money, and I'm just completely motivated by like, what does Otis want to do today? Like, doesn't have to make money, doesn't even have to be fun. Yeah, I usually want it to be fun, but it's just like what do I feel like doing? What do you feel like doing? When you do those things, you learn about yourself. And you learn about the world quicker because you're doing like a true expedite. It's not a half-ass. It's just more like a skipping unnecessary steps. And they don't want you doing that shit, bro. They do not want you doing that shit. Because if you do that shit, you're not prioritizing their goals. You know, their objective, what do they want to do today? You know, the only reason they fucking pay you is because they care that fucking much. They need you to give up what you care about to focus on their mission. That's the truth. That's it. And so when people are like, you know, I'm one of the crazy ones who will like actually work a job even though I believe in all this shit, just because I don't know how to like fix the system fundamentally. But it's like, it's this weird thing where it's like the only people who half-ass understand what I'm saying are like broke losers who will never amount to shit. And I am saying that really harshly. I'm just like parroting like a bunch of like red pill influencer shitheads. But I have met these people. They're not super ambitious. Let me put it like that instead. But then I go to work, and these motherfuckers are just like, they're clocked in, locked in. I'm clocked in, locked in. It's like, yeah, but you know, this is just what we do. You know. One of my coworkers, she's an older, larger lady. And she talks about like she got her grandchildren tablets, like those like shitty little like $50-$80 tablet you can get from Walmart. It's like got the processing power of a peanut, but it's just enough computational ability to like run CoComelon. Like if you wanted to like build art with it, it would be completely incapable. But like if you wanted to just watch art, you're fine. And I caught this motherfucker humming this song that's like, I've heard it since I was a little kid, and it's like, working 9 to 5 something, gotta make a living so I can chow down on a feast full of goy slop, and I'll bring it down via True Social and 4chan. I love being mouth raped by the man. I'm working 9 to 5. It's like it's like bro, I was at work again. Another story for me being at work. And I'm talking to my coworkers, and I'm like, what if people with like an absurd amount of land, like just a lot of land, like guess like maybe like, I guess you wouldn't even have to have a lot of land to necessarily take advantage of this, but it'd be really good for people with just a lot of land. So let's say you have like 1,000 acres and you're like some Republican ass motherfucker, and you're like, oh my God, I hate getting taxed for just, you know, like having so much like habitable land. Ugh, gross. I wish poor people would stop asking me for help. I'm like, okay, we will reduce your tax, just like you asked, but you just let people live on your land, like rent-free, or maybe just like in exchange for utilities, like pay for utilities. And it'd be all legal and like legal sissified too, where like you'd have them sign a contract, like all sorts of liability shit, where if they get injured on your land, it's their fault. You don't got to cover their medical bills. Because I think the Republicans are kind of right on some shit. Like you shouldn't have to pay for some fucking asshole's injury because he didn't know there were snakes in the country or something. Like that is true retardation. But and that was the first argument my coworker brought up, is they were like, it's a good idea, but like liability and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, huh. The fact that we're just such a sissy culture that you can't just like fucking hash that out with somebody. You know, it's like, I hate bureaucracy. Also, you got to fill out an apology form to me and kiss my ass in the royal proceedings. Like, come on, folks. Y'all want to know why the world is cooked? Just look in front of you. It's not, it's like everyone's acting like the why is complicated when the actual complicated part is how to fix said problems. And what they're doing is they're making it that the solution even more complicated by just like complicating the issues. Like I was saying, like what you want to know why the world is kind of weird. It's because shit, you can just see it in front of your eyes. Like, I'm not a guru. I don't need to explain it to you. I'm just supposed to be a talking head that you relate to halfway. That's it. I might make another video after this. Woo!